Disney Pixar's WALL-E was directed by Andrew Stanton, and this movie came out June 2008, and here's WALL-E right here. This is the movie that came out. So I used to watch this on DVD. When I didn't really go see this in theaters, I actually watched this on DVD when it first came out. So that's all. So in this movie takes place in like 2805 AD, where we have no human life on Earth. We have all these satellites like surrounding all over planet Earth in outer space, and then where we head to Earth, we have a bunch of buildings and mountains full of junk, and also we meet a robot named WALL-E. When we meet WALL-E, he's alone on Earth with his little pet cockroach. Until the day he finds this plant and keeps it safe. Keeps it safe with him. And until that day, because basically WALL-E's basically alone on Earth. He lives in some kind of garage thing. I think it looks like a garage where he lives. Until this other robot named Eve, who's probably searching for something for human life on Earth, and there was probably looking for something that she's probably looking for something that has to do with human life on Earth, until her and WALL-E first met and probably bond a relationship together until they embark on this incredible journey in outer space. And also we have a little cruise ship in outer space. It's called I think it's called the Axiom, and it's called BNL, something like that. And until we get to the Axiom ship, and this whole entire movie takes place on the entire ship, the whole movie, and that's it. And WALL-E and Eve have to protect this plan to get all the humans and everything back to normal, back on Earth. This is one of my anticipated films of 2008. When I actually saw it, I did watch this movie last night, and also I have the figures behind me. I have WALL-E, I have Eve right there. So yeah, I have those figures. I bought those figures from Walmart they were like $10, so I bought them the other day. I was like, I'm happy I got WALL-E and Eve, because I haven't had WALL-E figures in a while. When I was a little kid, I used to have WALL-E action figures as a kid, and I haven't even had the only WALL-E figure I had was like the remote control WALL-E figure, like one of the remote control WALL-E figures that has a cord that attaches to WALL-E to the remote control or something. And I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. And also I remember one of my cousins had probably Transforming WALL-E, I believe. Because they had one of the WALL-E figures. That was all. So it's been so long since a lot of Pixar fans seen WALL-E, and I'm like, wait, if y'all came out with Incredibles 2, where's WALL-E 2? No WALL-E 2, Pixar? Come on. I mean, there's no WALL-E 2 at all. I understand, but yeah. But it's been a while since I've seen this movie, but I did watch it last night and figure out what the movie's about. I'm sure most of us, or some of us, have seen the movie. So this is easily one of the best Pixar movies I've seen, and this is the best masterpiece film that kids and Pixar fans themselves probably did enjoy when it first came out in theaters. I didn't see this movie in theaters. I actually saw this movie I saw this movie on DVD, and this is what we got. This. I know, really funny. One sec. Here we go. So one thing I enjoy about this movie is basically the entire animation. The animation looks pretty good because Disney and Pixar always does really, really, really good with their animation, with the characters, with the animation, with the settings, with the plot. They did a really good job, and also the problem and the salvation or something. And that's one of the best things I enjoy about the movie. And also one thing I enjoy is the characters, like WALL-E and Eve. WALL-E and Eve are our main characters, but the movie focuses more on WALL-E. The movie mostly focuses more on WALL-E and Eve's bonding relationship. Because when they first met, and I'm like, this is like a couple relationship robot movie because it is, because it focuses more on Wally himself, but also focuses more on his couple, on his loving relationship with Eva, which he actually says, which he actually calls, which he actually calls her Eva, which is actually, don't bother me. And the rest of the, and also we have some really other human beings in the movie. We have some humans that has been on this, probably on this ship for like quite some time. We have the other character who's Captain, who's voiced by the one and only Jeff Garlin, I believe. Jeff Garlin is really good here in this movie, including we have Sigourney Weaver, who plays some kind of voice activating Siri thing in the movie on the ship, and both of these actors are really good in the movie, and also the villain is really good here. I like the villain who's named Otto, who's basically in the movie. Otto is some kind of, you know those pirate steering wheels that pirates normally like drive on or something. Yeah, that's Otto. Otto is one of those wheels, but Otto is basically the main villain of this movie. And I'm like, why? I was like, I didn't really expect Otto to be a wheel. I did expect him to be a full robot, but like a full robot, like have a robot body or something. But it's fine. It is what it is. Actually, I actually enjoy the adventure. This movie does remind me, because at the beginning of the movie, it does remind me of, remember where we head to Earth, it reminds me of I Am Legend, well, you know, I Am Legend with Will Smith. So I was like, so let me get this straight. So in this movie, we have Wally, who's basically alone on Earth with his pet cockroach, and we get Will Smith, well, in the movie I Am Legend, we have Will Smith, who's basically alone in New York with his dog. I think it is New York, yeah. So this movie does remind me a little bit like I Am Legend because of Wally and Wally and this pet cockroach were both on Earth, both alone until Eve was sent from outer space to find some kind of thing, to find the plant or something. I think they're looking for the plant. I think that what she is doing is trying to find the plant. So that's, I haven't seen this movie in a while. I understand most of you Pixar fans, including myself, have never seen this movie in a long time, but I actually watched it last night anyway, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna watch the movie probably like 3 times or twice or whatever until I figure out what the movie's about, because it's been a while since all of us have seen this movie. I mean, yeah. So, this movie is basically a good masterpiece. The music score, I love the music score. The music score is top-notch. And also, the adventure, the entire film is taking an adventure basically on the Axiom ship or something. This entire ship looks nice in outer space, but it looks more like a spaceship. It looks more like a cruise ship from the future, which it is like a future, because basically, in the movie, because Wally used to work with a bunch of, this was before Wally and Eve first met. Wally did work with other robots who basically cleaned up while the humans are gone, and also Wally's basically alone, and he's not really doing anything but work and like stacking trash full of cubes. Yeah, making them out of cubes, and that's what he does every day. And while he's doing that, he's just, and also he's looking for like stuff that he wants, probably stuff that he needs or something to keep him so like socialized or something. And for Eve, I think when Eve like showed up on Earth, I think she's looking for the plant that Wally found. And when they found the plant, basically both Wally and Eve have to both protect this plant to make sure it's safe in their hands. And also, one thing I enjoy about the movie is Wally, because Wally is really funny in this movie. I love Wally. He's one of my favorite characters, because I remember, like, before the movie came out, one of my sisters said to me that Wally reminds me of E.T., and I'm like, E.T.'s an alien. Wally's a robot. So, I don't understand what you're talking about. So, yeah, I think it's probably due to the head sculpt of Wally, probably the way he looks, but it don't matter. But one thing, what else I enjoy about the movie is the other robots that we all see, because we do spend a little bit of screen time with the robots in the we do have like a little bit of screen time with actual human beings in the movie, because they've been on the, I think they've been on the ship for a while, ever since they evacuated Earth. And yeah, so that's one of the best parts of the movie. And also, everything about this movie is absolutely terrific, and I think this movie is basically a good masterpiece. And also, I think kids in our future have probably seen this movie. I think some kids have probably seen WALL-E, because I think when they watch other Pixar movies like The Good Dinosaur, Brave, or Toy Story, like, yeah, like say if a kid goes to the store and see, like say if a kid goes to the store and sees Toy Story figures and say, Forky, do kaboom! See? Or if they, or say if they had, like, or say if they've seen, like, the original WALL-E action figures that we had since the movie came out. Like, say they'd be like, oh, look, there's WALL-E and Eve! And also, one of my favorite, and also this other character is named Mo. Mo does not like, I know Mo likes clean floors. Don't like dirty floors. And the rest of the, and also I think that's it for the movie. I haven't seen this movie in a while. Also, because I love about the adventure of the movie, because it takes place on Earth. The movie, because the setting for this movie takes place on Earth, and it takes place entirely in outer space, and then we head back to Earth, and that was it. And also, what I enjoy about the movie is basically a feature film. It's basically a robot movie. It's a science fiction Pixar movie, and I think this is Pixar's first science fiction movie, even though it's a romantic movie about WALL-E and Eve, because it focuses more on them trying to figure out trying to protect this plant so they can get all the human life, so they can get make sure the planet's safe, make sure human life is back on Earth or something. And I think that's it. And also, the pet cockroach is good here. I was like, well, yeah, the cockroaches in this movie, that's a plus. So that's the only thing I enjoy about the movie. And I think that's nothing much to say about WALL-E, because it's a really good Pixar movie, though. It's one of my favorite Disney Pixar movies of the year. And also, it's just that I didn't want to take, if y'all have not seen WALL-E, I didn't want to take anything away right now. I didn't want to spoil the entire movie. I didn't want to, so I think this time, well, for this review, I didn't want to take anything away. If some of you guys have not seen WALL-E, I won't take nothing away from the movie or something like that. And I think that's it for this movie. I think that's all I gotta say for this movie review for Disney Pixar's WALL-E. And also, I will be doing I'll probably do another video on Transformers Earthrise figures that we need. I think I might do one today. I'm sorry. I might do one either tomorrow or something like that. I'll let you guys know. Because I did talk about the Transformers Studio Series figures that we don't have yet. And I might talk about the ones with Earthrise. With the ones with the Earthrise figures, I'll probably do the video on that. Maybe, I don't know. But I'll let you guys know on that. But that's all I gotta say for this movie review for Disney Pixar's WALL-E. And I think Andrew Stanton, or Stanton, if you want to call him Stanton, did a really good job with this movie. And I think Pixar deserves credit for this movie. And I think this movie, because also this movie did win. I think this movie won in a truly moving picture award, and I think the movie actually did. Because I don't know if this movie did win a few Oscars or something, but I don't know. But I think that's all I gotta say for this movie review for Disney Pixar's WALL-E. This is one of my anticipated films of 2008, and this is one of my childhood favorites. And I think that's all I gotta say for this movie review for WALL-E. So be sure to like and subscribe, press notification button, follow me on Instagram, comment down below, and I'll see you on my next video. And thank you for watching.